young and rough. Diamonds on my teeth, I call up this. Got through the wrecks in it. Remember I used to sleep on the floor. I spent a hundred cake next day I was bored. That little truck got numbers on the floor. She keep texting my phone, I'm to ignore. Hey, yeah, my nigga, we really poppin' this shit for real, nigga. Yeah. No cap. No rap cap. I took the top off. I'm dripping like hot sauce. I got drink in this clean mouth. Baby, give me that mean mouth. Hit that pussy like golf ball. I can do this without y'all. All the lost, I go loco. I go back to the trap house. Spread that bitch in the bells down. Cash in and I cash out. Turn that shit to a stash house. I ain't taking no handouts. My nigga calling on men route. Put them nigga they been down. Blow back when I'm in town. I am going to be a little bit more consistent with these vlogs. A little bit more consistent with just being like active, I guess you could say, on YouTube, just in general. I know I have a couple people on here that like genuinely like actually watch my videos and whatnot, and it's kind of crazy to think about it. And what I want to say to you guys is I appreciate you guys for actually like tuning in and whatnot. The people who do actually like stick around and tune in. The people who are kind of just viewing my channel, what's up? My name is Kalima. What I do is high ticket sales and growth operations. Overall, I want to just say high ticket sales. Basically, what I do is I help people who have courses to sell their courses for up to any high ticket price, anywhere between 2.5K to 10K, and I get a 10% commission for that high ticket product, for that service that we're selling. So if they're selling a course for 10K, then you get 10% commission off of that sale, and then you just made $1,000 in 30 minutes. Simple as that. You can literally just close a deal a day and you're up 10K for the month or whatever you want to make, right? Sorry, my camera's like actually acting so dumb right now. Okay. So loud. Oh my gosh, just be quiet. It's so loud, it's so annoying. Okay. Connect this and see what it says. So okay, cool. Now I'm gonna do my morning gratitude for the day. I'm gonna try to zoom out. I don't know why it's so zoomed in. Gotta do my morning gratitude for the day and journal and whatnot, just because it's super important. I realized that I literally just woke up this morning. And I literally just woke up and walked to Starbucks and got my coffee and just got straight to work. And that's so horrible. That is so horrible. But either way, guys, I'm gonna start showing my life a little bit more. I've had this limiting belief, right? What is a limiting belief? A limiting belief is a belief that you kind of hold in your subconscious or in your mind that makes you think that you can't do something, essentially. And I've had this limiting belief that why show my life and vlog when I don't have anything interesting to show you guys. Like, I'm not ultra rich yet. Like, I'm not gonna LARP you guys and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Miami and get in a yacht and just start talking mindset. Like, not yet. But I do have a little bit of motion in this space to where it's like I know what I'm doing and I know how to actually use my skill and leverage my skill to start cash flowing. Right? A lot of people don't know how to get into online business and whatnot. So it really doesn't matter what you do, it's how you go about it. And how you go about it is by working on your mindset first. And I want to be the catalyst for that. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. There's like so much construction and stuff going on. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and start journaling for the day. And then I have to hop on a call in about literally 6 minutes. It's so hot right now, but you know what? I'm literally gonna go inside. It's so hot, bro. But let's see if I can just finish journaling. No, it's just too hot, bro. I'm going inside.
No, I can zoom in.
Okay, so this is the TTC system. Now, what is the TTC system? All right, what is this, Kalima? What is this? Now, TTC stands for... I want you to guess. I want to just have some fun real quick. I want you to guess what TTC stands for.
TikTok content.
Fuck no. Oh.
Damn, I don't know.
Okay, I got you.
Is it TT at least TikTok?
No.
Okay.
It's traffic, trust, and conversion.
Okay.
That's what we want to optimize all of your socials for. All right. Now, this is just something regular. Like, you already probably know this, right? You for what? Like for sales, so you can get more sales. I mean, it's kind of like the simple things that you're gonna need, right? Traffic, because you gotta have people coming in. People need to trust you so that they can even like buy from you, and then you need to
Yeah.
convert that traffic and trust into sales, right? Like into people
Mm-hmm.
buying. So this is like the 3 simple step system that all offers use, but some offers kind of lack this for some reason, right? They have the traffic come in, but the trust isn't fully optimized, so that way the conversion, they don't convert, right? Or maybe there's too little traffic, but there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
trust, so they convert a lot, right? So the version of TTC that we want, in theory, we want the highest amount of traffic with the highest amount of trust with the highest amount of conversion. But it's also good to have a low amount of traffic, high trust, and high
High conversion.
conversion. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But it's bad to have high traffic, no trust, which will equal to
Mm-hmm.
piss poor conversion. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I kind of just dumped everything into Claude and then had Claude kind of just organize all of my thoughts and basically like from all the data that I consume from what I've seen basically. And so basically it told me the problem is that the content has been almost entirely, mind you, these are just all, this is not what Claude is seeing. This is Claude organizing my thoughts so I can explain it in a way that's the most clearest way, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the content has been almost entirely TikTok plus TikTok comment CTAs, right?
Okay.
Um, YouTube, there hasn't been a post in about 2 months. Let me check the YouTube right now. Can you see my full screen?
Yeah.
Okay. There you are. Now, I want you to know that a lot of people don't even have 21,000 followers. They have subscribers, they have less subscribers, and they print from their YouTube. You
Mm-hmm.
have a great asset right here, but it's extremely underutilized. In this video right here, we drove a lot of traffic when we first started working with each other. We drove a lot of traffic to this video that it's literally
Mm-hmm.
still one of the best performing videos on your page. I think I gave you a script for this one or a prompt or something like that. I don't know if you fully used it, but we ideated it. We ideated over it a little bit, and you made it still one of the best performing videos. Still one of the videos that like is, I don't want to say high
How many views is
converting.
it? 22?
23.
How many?
23K.
Five.
23K. What? Last post was from 2 months
Five.
ago. That one got 445. Why? This one wasn't ideated. This one, we ideated a little bit, but you were kind of like coming up with the concept yourself and coming up with questions and stuff like that. And I think you asked us, you were asking like Alexa and stuff like that. And it wasn't a bad video. I think it was actually good. I think it was actually good, but I think if we ideated it with the intention of doing more so mindset content, something that's more aligned with like what you should be posting to optimize for trust under that pillar of trust, it would have went like this. It would have been like this because this was a good fucking video. Now, this
Okay.
video, I don't remember. Yeah, I think you came up with it yourself. This one, I think we might have talked about
Also
this one.
mindset.
Yeah, I think you came up with one yourself, but this one is actually more aligned with this type of video. And look, bro, 1.8K. Why most Christians will say, bro, this is just you straight yapping about mindset. This one was more about
Yeah.
like, I think this one was more about mindset too, kind of more on that mindset. But either way, the whole point of what I'm getting at is that, bro, let's put some real ideation. Ideation doesn't mean let's come up with these systems and try to like figure out what works and reverse engineer from this to what got us the most leads. It's like, nah, what does your audience need right now? Whenever they hop on these sales calls, what are they lacking? The
Yeah.
mindset, right? They're lacking the mindset. These aren't business owners, so they don't want straight facts. They don't
Yeah.
need this crazy strategy to implement. No, they just can't even get themselves to start. So they need the
Mm-hmm.
motivation. They need the identity reframing. They need the identity,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why this video works so well.
Yeah. Money.
Wow. So, wow, 128 comments. This is freaking amazing. I don't even think you understand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
People get less than this, maybe even less comments, right? This guy right here.
Oh, I see. Give me 1 second. I have like food delivery here.
I'm sorry, say it again.
But you can keep talking.
Say it again. Hello?
You can keep talking. It was just my food. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I said you can keep talking. It was just my food delivered.
Oh, you say your food got delivered? Oh, that's funny.
It was just groceries. You can keep talking. I hear you.
Bet.
I'm like fully listening.
Okay, bet. My bad. So look at this guy right here, right? 3.9K views, right? He sells an offer. 9 comments. 3.9K views. You want to know why? Now, this guy's audience is different. These are business owners, right? So he's selling to business owners. 3.9K views, 9 comments. Almost, it seems like no engagement, but they're not engaging because they're going through that link. They're converting, right? And this is the only type of videos he does. Very, very long form videos from 30 minutes to almost 2 hours. 2 hours long. Let me see. It's like a 2 hour long one. Yeah, 2 hours and 12 minutes long. Because they're absorbing the content, trying to understand, and then they book in. They don't need to engage with this. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube will see that, okay, you're increasing the session time, you're keeping people long, they want the information, and then they convert. You put so much information in this that they have no reason not to trust you. Anyways. So I'll get off the YouTube tip for now. I just wanted to like point this out because this is probably, out of everything else I have to say, this is one of the most important things.
Okay.
The last thing I will say about the YouTube, and I think it might be restated again throughout this little document here, is that YouTube is not going to bring the immediate results as a Reels CTA or a TikTok comment CTA will bring. All right, like a hey, comment this word. It's just not going to bring in that type of traffic. So I'm not saying we need to stop the story, like the CTAs from the Reels and TikToks and whatnot. But it's not going to bring the right type of traffic like how YouTube will, right? Like if someone like Cleo, who came from that YouTube video, had money, she's throwing it and she's not asking any questions because it was already all answered. The mindset part, everything was already answered before the call, right? But obviously Cleo's a good example, but also a bad one because she didn't have money. But either way. But it's not going to bring those immediate results. It's a compounding effect. This YouTube video, I didn't see any leads come from it. I saw 1 lead come from it, but that was a high quality lead. And so imagine if I had 10.
What is it from the YouTube?
Yeah, I'm saying from the YouTube, right? I'm saying like you're not going to see the same amount or the same instant results you get from a CTA, because a CTA, obviously people are commenting, they're scrolling through TikTok, right? Mindlessly. But someone who's watching that YouTube video, they watched the whole thing. It was like 10 to 30 minutes long, almost an hour long, however long you're yapping for. They're sitting down through a yapping video, no edits, no nothing. They're coming in with immediate trust. Now, because it's YouTube, it's going to take longer for these people to start converting. But think of YouTube like buying a house, buying real estate with real equity in it, right? You don't expect to next month for that equity to come back, right? You know, in the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to compound. And when you want to move, you can put all that money into another house or another cash flowing asset or another asset, right? Right. So it's building. It's stacking up. You just can't see it immediately like how you will for CTAs, right? Okay. So either way, Instagram, I'll kind of fly through everything else because everything else is like easy snap fixes, but YouTube is like, I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Instagram, no stories, minimal trust building content. Now the difference.
You said no stories, like not to post, or that we're not having stories?
No, the problem. I'm pointing out the problem here, but let me explain what I mean by this, because you might think Instagram, no stories. I've been posting stories. What do you mean? Yes, we've been posting stories, but it's straight CTA stories. You don't always want to post a call to action every time, because as much as we don't see the audience, it's easy to think like, okay, if I post a story CTA, I'm going to get somebody new, they're going to see it and they're going to like comment, they're going to say something, they're going to engage. But your existing audience, you can't see all of them, but a large majority of them are probably actually watching you every day. And if they're seeing, okay, CTA, okay, her page is just trying to sell me something. All right. So it's not really, it's not building the trust that you want to. And we have to remember that the stories is actually to build trust, not to get people to just like to get people to us. You know what
Wait,
I'm
also, you know something I loved? Sorry, not to cut you off.
saying? No, it's okay.
But like, I really like. I know, like, I didn't finish it completely because I was traveling. But I really like when you built that thing for the story sequence. Remember when I went to Bali?
Oh, for the slideshow.
Basically, like, told me like what I should be making videos on every day.
For the stories.
Well, it was like a stories and post.
Okay, I remember. Oh, you actually like that?
Yeah, like that one was like really helpful actually.
Okay, well, shoot, thank you, bro. Like, thank you for telling me that. Like, I'll do that more now. Like, I'll actually put more time and effort into it because I thought it was just another thing that was kind of just like, you know, like it was there, but I don't know if it was useful or not. But you saying that?
No, it was definitely really useful because sometimes, like, especially when I'm using my creativity on like the students, sometimes it's hard to think for myself. So if you see something I don't, like for example, like this, everything you're coming up with, I feel like if you just tell me what to do, then it'll be way easier. Like I'm actually following what you're saying, and we can like try out things, you know.
Copy. All right, I'll do more of those. And I actually put like way more detail and simplicity into it, so you can just like do it on autopilot. I got you on that. Okay. So yeah, I'll fly by everything else because I want to save my energy for like the most important things. Yeah. So yeah, Instagram stories are for building trust, not for making people want to buy. Now, Instagram stories indirectly will want to make people buy because that's where the most engaging trust is. That's where people are going to engage the most and trust you the most because they're watching your daily life on there. That's the first thing they click on and see when they open Instagram. They're checking for their friends' Instagram stories. That's where all the trust is built. But you lose trust the more CTAs you make because people will say, "Oh, it's just trying to sell me something on these stories again." Okay. Yeah, daily reels, comment CTAs. We don't want to do too many of those. They're gonna like running those nonstop is gonna. The audience notices that it's an actual term for it. It's called audience fatigue. A real audience comment. You used to be a Christian page, and I followed you for that. Now it's just about making money. I've seen this comment before. I'm sure you've seen somebody saying that or commenting something like that, or they probably sent you a message in your DMs, something along the lines of that. Have you kind of noticed that?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's almost like it pops out of the woodworks. Like, where did you even come from? Well, there's thousands of more people who have been watching you for a little minute because you actually are like an established, like, I want to say like you're more of an established, I feel like established is the wrong word. I want to say like, people have a parasocial relationship to you. They feel like they know you because you've been in the game for a little minute now, you know? Okay. What else? This isn't literally true, but it's the perception of constant selling reads this page. Yeah. I don't know why Claude put this isn't literally true, but yeah, the perception of your page is going to slowly or very quickly is turning into constant selling, which reads as this page just wants my money, and trust over time is dropping. All right. Trust over time will drop rather than increase. Okay. Why this matters, even with lead volume, right? High lead count feels like validation, right? We don't want to validate actions or practices that are bringing in some revenue because it's not the right type of revenue. It's bringing in some money, but just because those actions are validated doesn't mean we got to keep doing those things. TikTok plus constant CTAs is going to pull in a very broad, low intent audience. It's bringing in quantity over the quality. This matters because poor quality leads equals sales reps burning out or closing low fit prospects, which equals more than just people not converting into sales. More than that, we're losing sales reps. We're gonna lose more and more sales reps, which is what we historically have already done.
Okay.
So this is going to compound over time. It doesn't just show up as a crisis in month one. It's going to, show up as a ceiling, right? And the funny thing about a ceiling is that you don't know where the ceiling is.
Okay.
We never know where the ceiling is until it's too late and we're 3 months deep into the ceiling. So right now we're early into the ceiling, and I kind of see I don't know what number the ceiling is, but I see the ceiling through the actions that we take. Is that kind of clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I could be like, the ceiling for us could be like 50K, but we won't know until we're 3 months of hitting 50K and we haven't made any more money. And then it starts to plateau and then starts to slowly
The ceiling,
drop.
like, what does the ceiling mean? Like the
Income cap.
most amount?
Income cap, yeah. Revenue cap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the result of like the ceiling and practicing, low leverage actions. Low leverage meaning like it's not efficiently getting the results that you want. It's not serving the outcome you want, right? Our outcome is making more, like scaling up. It's serving more of a plateau, like quick money. It's serving quick money. So from what I've seen is that you are seeing that the leads are flowing and we're asking, why aren't we closing? And so sometimes in this dynamic of sales and marketing, so offer owner and sales team, and this is not just you, this is so that you don't feel targeted, right? And this is something that just happens, right? But when you have a team around you that is able to see and is aware of what's happening, then I can accurately say, okay, this is why things aren't happening, without us pointing fingers at each other, because that's the number one thing that's going to end everything. I told you this from the beginning. This guy hit 70K a month. Not a month. He hit 70K in a month. And then after that, he got comfortable. He continued to practice the actions that got him to 70K a month, but did not continue to scale with not doing more, but increasing, and continuing to improve the profitable actions that got him to that 70K. So he got a little bit comfortable with relying with the lower leverage actions that got him to 70K, but didn't prioritize doing the actions that was going to get him to that 100K mark that he wanted to get to, and lost his sales team because of that, because it was pointing fingers. Yeah. And the amount of content, it was the amount of content he was posting to. But either way, he lost his sales team over that, which is worse than like continuing to do those bad actions. Either way. So oftentimes in these partnerships between offer owner, sales team, operator, we'll point fingers at each other and say, no, it's the content. No, it's the marketing, right? So we have to look at certain metrics that are actually contributing to this, right? The sales side, the sales process has only gotten tighter because the quality of the leads had become poorer. So we have to become tighter. But now the sales process is so tight to the point where it's like, it's tiring. Where it's like, now there's only one place to look, right? So nobody's in the wrong for this, right? It's not your fault. If anything, now it's just like, okay, now we're building awareness to what the real root cause is. All right. So now let's look towards, what are some of the simple solutions here? What are some of the simple actions? Now, what I want to say is these actions are not quick, easy fixes. This is not going to be a magic pill for how to make 100K next month. Okay? These are simple fixes that will slowly compound into practices that make us more and more money and bring us better clients that we can fulfill on better, who are maybe already trying TikTok Shop or already eligible, so that we get quicker results for the clients and we post more of those results. And it's almost damn near like we don't even have to try anymore or think too much. Now we're hitting 100K and we know what systems actually work on all sides of this complete team, to where it's like, okay, I don't need to have a daily meeting with Kalima. I know he's handling all sides of the operation. I can just focus on this content and training up these students, and it's all just flowing good. Now we can just fine tune like these small little things to continue to keep scaling up, but it's no more of like this cap that we can't see or this pointing fingers. Yeah. So, okay. All right. TTC is trust, traffic quality, and conversion, right? We want to optimize a page for the traffic that's coming in to already be warmed up, pre-sold, and not just throwing a CTA to a cold audience, right? So what we're going to do is start posting more on YouTube. maybe 1 to 2 times a week where we introduce that. I'm going to start posting on Instagram a little more too.
I agree.
Yeah. And not with the intention of doing what we're doing on TikTok, but with the intention of realizing that the quality of the leads on Instagram will be better. Not because you're just going to get a bunch of random people who are just business owners now and already trying TikTok shop. Really, there's no difference between Instagram and TikTok. But the difference on there is that people check stories. And so Instagram is a little bit further ahead with having people trust you because they're checking your stories, right?
Yeah. I was noticing Afnan Khalifa, Ariel Pryor, like anybody in like this info space, they usually don't perform well on TikTok.
Exactly. They don't perform well on TikTok. And when you are performing quote unquote well on TikTok, you're not performing well. You're just getting a bunch of new cold people all the time, right? And even when those people are checking your TikTok story, those people who are checking your TikTok story are also cold people. They're not people from your audience. Some of them may be, but some of them may be people who will scroll and they see that you have a little, think your profile picture is lit up. They're like, oh, who's this person with the viral video? Let me check their story. Boom. That's still a person from a cold audience who's mindlessly scrolling, rather than someone from your Instagram who you can't see when someone posted a story when you're scrolling through Reels. You got to really go check out their page and then you look at their story. But the majority of people who are checking your story is from your existing audience who already have more trust. So we want to aim for about a minimum of 10 stories a day to 20 stories max. Yeah.
10 stories of what?
I know. Now we're thinking like, okay, like what the frick do I even post, bro? You want to post simply thought process. The type of posts you would post on your YouTube is the type of post you're going to have on your stories. Now, I have a very simple way of posting this that is going to fit you amazing. It's called lead, relate, attack, and we'll get into that later, but there's a simple system for that too, so you can make stories on autopilot that aren't just spitting information at them, but actually converting them to trust you more. Okay? Yeah, we just want to do that like daily. If you're not hitting 10 to 20 stories a day, it's not the end all be all, but we want to develop this as a habit of you doing this more than just something that you do to try to get the outcome of people converting. Because if we do it for that, then we're going to burn out trying to do stories over and over again because it's like 10 to 20 stories a day, right? Like you look at that, you're like, damn, of what? Right? But if you develop a habit of doing something like those 10 to 20 stories that have a reason, the reason behind it, you're more likely to start doing the 10 to 20 stories on autopilot. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, that's where the trust and engagement's going to be. Cut back. Stop near daily IG Reels and TikTok comment CTA posts. The audience is fatigued and disengaging. And the people who will be engaging is just people who are cold audience. People who are just cold. All right. I've noticed this before, like when we first started. I heard a lot more of people say, I've been watching Anna for some years now. Now it's in the mix. So I can tell trust is lowering, right? It's kind of in the middle. When I hop on these sales calls, I hear, yeah, I've been watching Anna for a minute. And now it's even spread of that. And yeah, I've just saw Anna yesterday. I just scrolled on my TikTok and saw it yesterday. I'm hearing more of that now. And I'm not saying that's everybody, but compared to when we first started to when you were kind of posting on YouTube, you kind of had started like posting more on your Instagram stories. Because those weren't like immediate things that provided immediate actions, we stopped them a little bit. But that's when I was hearing most of, yeah, I've been watching Anna for some years now. That's when I heard more of those people on the sales calls, right? The audience, yeah, okay. So why this works better, stories plus YouTube build trust with existing audience. No hard sell, just consistent presence. Trust converts to traffic that's already there instead of chasing more cold traffic. This is what compounds a personal brand that scales efficiently, not one propped up by consistent low leverage quick wins and posts. Now, if you're wondering, let me just go ahead and ask any questions before we get to like the core shift in the bottom line.
I have no questions.
You sure?
Yeah, I have no questions.
Fire. I guess that's cool. Now, a common question may be, well, if I'm not getting these CTAs, how the hell are people going to engage? Like where are they going to come from? How do I get them to move? Like I said before, we're not going to completely stop the CTAs, but we have to limit it to a point where now the CTAs are valuable. What am I doing with the CTA? In the CTA, I'm also giving you a free asset, right? So when people in the existing audience see that, okay, she's doing a real CTA and say, comment this, now it's with a purpose. Comment this and I'll give you my free script for a highly converting TikTok post. Some shit like that, right? Yeah. And when you give them something free, it reduces the audience fatigue because you're not giving something free every CTA, right? So every 5 or 6 posts when you do a CTA and you're giving out that free PDF, that free document, that free access to this. It'll be like a PDF or you feel like it'll be a video? Like, what do you think? I don't know quite yet. I'm going to see what kind of works well. I'm going to ideate on that and kind of see like, well, what is your audience kind of ask for the most, right? Like on a fitness offer. I feel like my audience connects a lot through videos. Like kind of like, you know how we have a Loom? Yeah. Like watch just before? Yeah, the pre-call. I feel like people connect more with that than like having to read a whole bunch of pages. We could even either do the Loom too or like do something similar to that. Absolutely. And I think we tried that before. Like when we first started working, we kind of learned quickly that people don't like when we give a free asset away and then we send a YouTube video or something like that, they don't come back from watching it, you know? So maybe we can try a YouTube video? Yeah, we tried that when we first started working together. Oh yeah, I remember. It didn't really work too well, so maybe we can try something else more immediate, like a PDF or something directly applicable to their immediate situation. Yeah, we could try different stuff. I also feel like the video was 30 minutes long. Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's low-key a lot. Like, it'll make me lazy to watch too. That's valid. Yeah, that's valid. Maybe something shorter, like 10 minutes. The thing is that like you're on a video platform, and I send you to go watch something on another video platform. When you opted in for something useful, it's not going to seem useful. It's going to just seem like, oh, I'm just absorbing more content. All right. We'll save the absorb this content for your Instagram stories, right? To where we'll make a story CTA. We'll make a story CTA that's not saying DM me. It's going to drive traffic to your YouTube funnel, right? Story sequence. Okay. YouTube video at the end of it saying go watch this video. So we're forcing consumption to them. Because people aren't going on your YouTube to get a free asset. People are not going on your stories to get a free asset. People are going on your stories so that they can just see what you're up to because they're interested in your life. All right. So when you say, go watch this content that I just made, and you do a story sequence to justify why you made that content, when you go force them to consume that content, that's where they're going to enter your actual funnel. Because under that piece of content is also your link where they can book in a call, right? We do that 10 times for YouTube videos. Well, we just built up way more bricks than we had before, right? These bricks are turning into that, and remember that those bricks are turning into that house with equity that we're going to see a return from, because there's these videos. Imagine like YouTube is like school, right? Like the school app, right? We're posting video modules on here that they're watching for free that's framing them before they ever get on the sales call, right? Those people who are watching more and more of the YouTube videos are more and more encouraged to see what the hell you're doing to have this lifestyle, have this mindset. Damn, I got to book in a call. I want to be just like her. Yeah. I want to have the same mindset. I want to leave my pain. I want the solution. For sure. Okay, I like that. Yeah. Okay, now last piece is the core shift. Stop repeating low leverage actions just because they feel more productive or bringing like instant stuff, whatever, fast likes, fast leads, fast comments. I think like in this next season of this offer, we're letting go of anything fast. Now, I don't want to see I don't want to see my income tank. What the fuck? So me saying this is Not saying we need to let go of everything that's brung in revenue. No, we just need
No,
to
of
start.
course.
Yeah, we just need to
No,
start.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because before you said that, I was thinking that. So I'm glad we're like in the same wavelength.
Yeah, 100, bro. Yeah, yeah, bro. 100%. I get it. It's like I get it. Trust me. I understand both sides of the coin and like the way of thinking when it comes to like making money with the offer and shit.
Yeah.
So if I sound redundant or preface too much, it's because like I understand both sides. Okay. So start doing best practices at Compound. You know, YouTube consistency plus stories plus trust first content. You know, which is not posting a CTA after making a reel or a TikTok. Yeah, these things are obviously not going to bring in boom, boom, boom fast results, but focusing more on those things are going to start building the house with equity. The core shift, another core shift is going to be understanding that fast tactics are going to bring short-term spikes with a long-term ceiling that we won't be able to see until we're too deep into it doing those things. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's crazy how fast instant gratification actions, like those actions that give us instant gratification on the outside and bring in money, affect us at the root. I honestly feel like it affects us at the root. Like the things that we do externally, those actions of instant gratification that bring in some money for us affects us all the way back to the root, I feel. Because, and stick with me on this because it's like I'm actually just now first starting to think about this now, so I'm trying to like explain this in a way that makes sense. What I've noticed, honestly, if you don't mind me being honest, I feel like our relationship has kind of like there's been a little bit of friction in it. And it's obviously because of like understandings and awareness of certain things and like, you know, kind of like two different perspectives and whatnot. But that's what I've noticed because of the actions that we've taken externally to bring in more money has affected us at the root. So it goes to show how much the root actions that we take, like the way we're talking right now, being in constant communication, you know, these simple best practices also increase the external actions, the external actions, like these root actions.
Yeah.
They better our external actions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And then kind of like the lack of these like root actions, like less communication, more internal friction, kind of decrease the external actions and external outcomes that we want. Yeah. So yeah, man, compounding practices is going to equal to more sustainable growth past that, 20 to 30K month ceiling. We're going to blow past 50K. That shouldn't even be another milestone. That's just going to be something we blow past because it's so predictable that it's coming. Right?
Yeah.
With actions that are kind of quick, it's unpredictable because the quality of those actions aren't sustainable. So the bottom line to this whole thing is that more leads isn't the goal. Better leads are the goal because I want to continue to pitch 7K, but it's hard when I know that I can pack up my calendar with 12 people and I know all 12 people cannot even finance, don't even have the credit, have not even started, have no followers to justify the perceived value of 7K. If I'm someone and I've never started before, fuck 7K. Wow, I don't even know what the fuck TikTok Shop is. All right.
Yeah.
But if I do know what it is, I do want to make more money. I'm already kind of cash flowing. I've already been trying.
Yeah.
I see the vision within myself. I just know I need that extra push, and I know the confusion. Like I'll use myself for example. Before I got my Growth Op mentor, growth operating was so fucking complex because I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm getting all this information, but no direct, applicable steps from somebody who's relatable, right?
Yeah.
So paying $4K for a mentor makes sense to me because one, this mentor is still relatable. They're not like eons ahead of me doing business that I don't even understand the concept of yet. They're right in front of me. They're doing the things I want to do. They're traveling. They're not like extremely like too like unrelatable to where like they're in freaking I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're right ahead of me. The actions are directly applicable, and I've already been trying. But he brings so much clarity that I'm a dumbass if I don't pay this 4K. I'm a dumbass. But if this guy is eon, and mind you, I had this experience before with my first mentorship, fitness coaching, right? Yeah. This guy, his name is John Mark, online fitness coaching, has already made hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, probably already hit around 200 to 300K. When I joined his mentorship, I had no direct one-to-one access. But aside from that, even if I did, the information that he had given me would have been harder to apply. The information that he gave me was harder to apply to my direct situation because I didn't know how to apply it myself. I've never used this information before. So to justify 5K, like I was so hungry at the time to like make money online, so I still paid it. But to justify it to somebody else who's probably never freaking started before, it's useless. I don't understand the value because I haven't even put in the work yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, more leads isn't the goal. Better leads are. TTC system, traffic trust conversion fixes all this input, so sales can actually close, and we stop the finger pointing.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, like the person who I've seen that like does that stuff with like the free link, and just like even her, like she performs way better like on Instagram. I actually wanted to get your opinion. Like, I want you to, like, after this, if you can look at her account more deeply, if you haven't. But if you have, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. It's like that blonde girl with, like, the fake boobs.
Yeah. The one who does e-com, right?
She actually does, she does e-com.
It's like dropshipping,
she does Shopify,
right?
And she does TikTok Shop. But, like, TikTok Shop as a business owner.
Right, like seller. I know you're talking about someone with the big boobs and, like, she always talks about,
she just started her mentorship. And she already made, like, I think, like, 9K. But I don't know exactly what her offer is. Like, I don't know if it's a course, if it's a mentorship, like, you know?
Let me see her funnel. She has a VSL, bro. It's just pure one-to-one. It's I don't know if it's a one-to-one. She probably has tiers for like one-to-one mentorship and then another one for just a course. Because she's at that. I mean, how many followers does she have? She has 43K. She's already making a lot of money.
Yeah, she's been posting more about business. And I think that's another thing. Like, she's attracting girls that are in that thing. And, like, I've just been looking at my TikTok a lot. I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah, like, TikTok is good. But it's just really hard to attract a different audience when somebody already knows you for something. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, for Instagram, I feel like it's more like a fresh page for me that I can attract anybody I want. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense?
Say it one more time.
Anybody I want, as in, like, huh?
Say it one more time, because I was, like, looking at her TikTok. I mean, I was looking at her page at the same time.
I was saying, like, for TikTok, it's just very hard for me sometimes. Because the good thing about TikTok is, like, people already know me, so they, like, trust me.
Yeah.
And they have watched my videos for a long time, which is why the leads are there.
True.
But in terms of, like, having good prospects that, like, our business owners are already interested in that stuff, TikTok is really hard because I can't talk too much business or we'll get those type of comments. Where Instagram, like, I'm very fresh to it.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm, like, almost, like, on a cleaner whiteboard, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, you don't have to come up with two different strategies for TikTok and Instagram when it comes to content, because either way, just a quick ideation, just in general, we have to look at the audience that we're selling to, right? So we're not selling to people who are like business owners. We're looking at people who are freelancers, right? What are freelancers? These are people who are like doing entry-level business models, right? So think of a closer. A closer is coming into closing because it's an entry-level business model. Yes, it takes skill. Yes, you can make a lot of money with it, but it's still an entry-level business model that anybody can kind of do. Almost anybody. So who am I selling to? Entry-level people, general population, you're lacking the mindset, because all you need is a mindset to start. That's all they need, right? Now, if we're selling to business owners don't want to hear that mindset shit. They've already started business. So you need to post business content. You need to post polished content that makes you look like a professional and an expert in your field. But we're not selling to those types of people. So we don't need to talk about like... No, it's all good. But we don't need to talk about like business. We don't need to talk about specifics. Now, in this, like, now I'm gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself a little bit here, because I have seen these TikTok people who are like actively doing TikTok shop and posting about specific things, and they are getting comments. They are getting a lot of comments. The thing is that they're not selling their own offer.
Yeah.
They're not selling their own offer, is what I've noticed. They're not optimizing for trust, but the trust that they do have is that they're still just doing the business model themselves, and they're just showing what they're learned. So it's almost like they're documenting. So the traffic that they're getting in is not converting for themselves. It's converting for like Media Labs or Creators Corner, you know, some other like mentorship that they're promoting. So like they're doing UGC essentially for another product. So it's more salesy in that way, because they're literally just doing UGC for a mentorship. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not building a sustainable offer for themselves. Right? So imagine like the owner of Creators Corner was like doing what they're doing. It wouldn't convert as well as if the person who was running that mentorship, like for Media Labs or whatever, like he cannot do the same thing that the people who are making content for his mentorship are doing. He can't. If you look at the person who is actually, like, his name is Alex Sedlak, the person who's getting people to join Media Labs through UGC creators, he doesn't post the same way these people are posting under him, right? His UGC. He's posting mindset shit. He's posting mindset. He's posting his old experiences. Because he's the offer owner, he has to optimize for trust, not for facts. Yeah, if anything, the UGC creators are doing a lot of the education type of nurturing. So they're not focused on conversion.
Topic.
What's up?
But did you see where Jasmine and that girl with the red hair are like what they're off? I'm not saying this. I want that to be my offer, but what is your thoughts on that?
I mean, I get what they're doing. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's like I get what they're doing, like in a simple concept, you know, like. I think that this could be like, I mean, it's probably printing for them or whatever, because I mean, all it's doing is, it's nothing new, genuinely. It's kind of just like what it's called is a asset backed offer, to where it's like my offer is personal branding, but if I introduce the concept of AI, you're gonna want it more. Essentially, that's all. You know, the offer never.
Yeah, changed. It wasn't a big deal. I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, but yeah, essentially, their offer never changed. They just added AI to it to make it sound like something different. It's just like it's simply just a mechanism so that they can increase the show up rate in the webinars. Because the webinar, like I genuinely, like if you go watch that webinar, it probably has never changed, and they probably just added AI to a couple webinar slides to make it seem like something new, but it's just personal branding, you know?
Gotcha.
But it's a cool concept, I guess, you know? I would say adding an asset to your offer like that, especially for something like TikTok Shop, like if you wanted to add something cool like AI TikTok Shop affiliate, it wouldn't be useful yet to apply to your offer, because you don't know if your specific audience even wants some shit like that, right? They may want a different asset to go with TikTok Shop. So I did my research on that actually, right? One guy who's actually doing this, his name, I don't know his name, I forgot, but his TikTok Shop affiliate offer is having this system, this automated system that tells you when a new winning product drops.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's something to look into, you know?
Yeah, that is super fire.
A little bit down the road, once we kind of already implement these little content, you know, avenues and systems or whatever. Once we like start doing these content avenues more, whatever, you can start implementing that system and see what your audience really, what asset they really want. Because they may not even want a winning product, you know? I mean, they may want something different, but we'll see what the audience wants, you know? We'll get those ideas from the audience. make it so clear for them that this is a no-brainer. So yeah, let's definitely do that, you know, immediately.
Okay.
I do have to hop on this call. I don't mean to like rush off right now, but I think
No,
this
you're
person
good.
on the call. Let's fucking rip.
Peace.
Later, boys.
Let's go. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye. All right, cool. It was only like half the payment, but we'll follow up a little bit later, before the end of this month. Like simple, like 2.5K PIF. But obviously at the end of the day, we're not here to just take people's money. Like we actually have to genuinely care for them. So I'm not going to take all of his money that he has. But I did want to get his foot in the door, so I did half now, half later. That's the honest truth that nobody in high ticket sales will probably tell you, because they're gonna LARP and be like, "I just got paid 7K in full." Well, motherfucker, how much tooth and nail did you have to fight to help that person, right? So I'm letting you guys know straight up, like sometimes you have to get resourceful for some people that don't immediately have it, but want to get their foot in the door and want to get started. So I'm super excited for this kid, and I just know he's gonna rip, and he's smart. And I genuinely love to just improve people's mindset like this. I already know he's gonna rip. So, and if you guys don't believe me, add him in a group chat with him and my boy who runs this mentorship. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. Whatever. But yeah, this shit is super fucking simple when you learn how to just communicate to people and learn their needs as well, and what they really want, and help them to get past that same mindset that's been holding them in the same position, so they can get to that mindset, way of thinking, and do the actions that the person who they want to learn from is currently doing. High ticket sales is so fucking fulfilling. Like, I already know this kid's gonna rip.